What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 50 of my Total Warhammer II modded Arkhan the Black campaign. So as we saw last time, the tide of undeath continues to march forth out of the land of the dead, and we have taken quite a lot of the dwarven territories, but there are still a fair few massive dwarven armies remaining that we will have to take care of. Fortunately, they are quite on the back foot, and hopefully they will be gone for good quite soon. I don't know whether that'll help us all that much against the Empire, but it should allow us to hold a few places a little bit easier. I'm not actually going to bother conquering some of the stuff. Like, I think we'll just leave... Yeah, see, like, Carrick Hearn and stuff, do we really want it, or do we just want to create ruins here and not bother even trying to administer all this place? Because it's going to be a lot easier to hold Eckendorf once its walls are up than it will be to hold something else. Like, we can hold at Fort Saul, and then Eckendorf, and then ignoring all this, maybe, or maybe even take Drakenhof or something, or maybe even the Dwarven territories out here. I'm not entirely sure yet. As long as the dwarves are dead, I suppose it doesn't ultimately matter all that much. Anyway, I believe I've done everything that needs to be done between the episodes, made all the moves, spent all the money, and, you know, did all the annoying hero stuff. So we are free to proceed where we left off. Oh, looks like we're about to complete a research. What are we completing here? Oh, Wisdom of the 6th Dynasty. We can unlock Alcazar II. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice. We do have a new army coming up, so I don't see why not. Alrighty, well, let's end the turn. Let's find out what the enemy is going to do next. Will the dwarves fall for this? Oh, call to arms. Knights of Kaldor against Blooded Axe Trap. Well, that's annoying, but whatever. Not much we can do about that one. Not much we can do about that one at all. Now, here's the question. Golden Order. Oh, Wakov came out of ambush. Oh, that's so annoying. His ambush was foiled. Damn, would have been nice if it had succeeded and gotten a few of those extra dwarf armies. Now, oh, it looks like the aim is going to go for Caracas. What are you doing? Why would you do this, Belagar? You're screwed now. Well, this is going to be a nice little battle for Wakov. Yes, his army is not tip-top shape, but I think we can pull this off. We'll just have to be a little bit careful. The ghouls are, of course, weak. This is a second-tier army. Like, their stats are 34-30. That's pretty pathetic. 51-52 on even basic dwarf warriors with great weapons, and the regular basic ones are 46-60 with the 91 armor. Compared to the ghouls, they're just absolute garbage, aren't they? Ah, man, I really wish that we could upgrade their stats a little bit more. Like, that's a little bit pathetic. Considering into the late game, considering how tier 1 units like Dwarf Warrior, well, like miners, just look, miners, 84, 42, and yes, dwarves are generally decent at that sort of stuff. I.e. have good basic units like the tier 1 miners and the slightly higher various dwarf warriors and quarrelers and stuff, but that's still really high stats. I'm just remembering also like Imperials, the basic Empire troops, they get pretty insane stats, like 50-50 or 60-60 on swordsmen and spearmen and crossbowmen, whereas it looks like Crypt Ghouls get the short end of the stick completely, but hey, whatever. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty, here we go. I always enjoy these ghoul battles because they're always harder than most other battles just because the ghouls are relatively low statted, as I've already mentioned. Now, this is going to be a pretty interesting setup. We have the main ghoul force led by Wakov and the Lich Priest over here that's going to fight the main force that is starting on the map, but the second force, the reinforcements, are coming on this side of the map, and what I did was set up all of our Sepulchral Stalkers in Vanguard so that they can do as much damage as possible with their ranged attacks while the enemy comes out. A little bit of spawn camping, essentially, but, you know, it's a perfectly viable strategy, I think, especially as the Sepulchral Stalkers do have that Vanguard deployment, so I think it's appropriate to use them in such a fashion. Plus, we can hopefully move up the hill, kite these guys backward, and just do as much, once again, damage as possible. And yeah, I'm really liking the Sepulchral Stalkers. They're certainly effective. They're mobile. They've got that high damage, the high damage ability. They've got that Vanguard. Plus, and while they're not so great at fighting large mobs well, actually, they're good at fighting large mobs because they're anti-large, but they're not like good at fighting infantry units like, I guess, Dwarf Warriors, or really anything that has a lot of units in it. Anyway, we can leave these guys to it. They're going to enjoy themselves, and, okay, well, actually, we'll watch them do their thing for a little while, at least, while the two armies get closer and closer to clashing. And here we go. And I like that we ended up setting up a little bit of a crossfire so we can attack them from two sides at once. And ooh, hello, is that a regiment of renown? It's a Bugman's Rangers units of some sort, right? At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, it is Bugman's Rangers, okay. Alrighty, well, there's certainly, their red cloaks and their red shields and stuff do really stand out as compared to all the rest of the stuff. But anyway. Ooh, this little lava flow going on over here. It's a cool map. Cool map. Oh, because this is Blackfire Pass. Right. I was like, wait, this looks familiar. Alrighty. Well, now the main army has collided, as it were. It was a little bit lopsided. For some reason, a lot more of our units hit this side. I think I might have clicked here as the center, but I should have clicked somewhere over here, which means that a couple of these units of ghouls that are on the sides over here are going to be in a pretty dangerous position against these Dwarf Warriors, especially these ones on the edge here. They can't take these guys on. They just outright won't be able to do anything, and they will die because we need the Crypt Horrors to do it. Oh, I heard a cast that believe that's a Barona's Time Warp going in on these guys, unless I'm mistaken. Yes, it is. There's the plus 35 melee attack. And I really don't see the point of the extra speed from Barona's Time Warp, because who would just use it for speed, right? Usually, I mean, I pretty much always use it when the blob is in the middle of a fight, not otherwise. Now, over here, we have Belagar versus King Wakov, so that's pretty nice. They're both good duelists. Wakov is one of our better duelists, and he is got the dual swords, whereas Belagar has a lot of buffs, it looks like. Revenge Incarnate plus 100% melee attack and melee damage. Patriarch plus melee damage, resistance. He's got a lot of good stuff, but we'll see. I mean, one-on-one purely, I don't think Wakov would win. Although, let's just check out his defensive stats. Oh, whoa, I did not mean to speed it back up to normal yet. I want to check out his stats. So he's got 134 and 82 melee defense, plus 135 armor, but he has taken damage. Wakov is certainly getting those hits in, probably because he has 116 melee attack when he has that Barona's Time Warp up, so he can certainly dish it out. On top of that, he does have magical attacks, and bleed, and flaming attacks, and Belagar is resistant to what? He's got 30% magical resistance, but oh wow, he only has 13 physical resistance? Weak. And shocking. I mean, dwarves, but yeah, it's actually not that shocking. But I thought it would be way higher than that. But anyway, looks like they're about even. Wakov's losing a little bit, but when we send the rest of the Crypt Horrors to deal with him, that should work out a little bit better. Now, let's check out what's going on over here. We can see the damage on all of these units due to the kiting Sepulchral Stalkers, who just move back, shotgun, etc. The dwarves must be annoyed. They can't really do that much damage to these guys with their rangers. Plus, they're not really focusing them. I guess these guys have too much armor and they would rather focus the ghouls, which makes sense. I would probably focus the ghouls with the range units as well, just because they're quite vulnerable to it. At least the regular ghouls. Not so much the crypt. Well, I mean, they're still vulnerable, but they're not as vulnerable. Anyway, over here on this side of the map, the ghoul tide has taken over the dwarves, or run over them, while over on the main part of the stage, it's a little bit more even. We have Belagar and a Thane holding the line out here, with the rest of the ghouls trying to sort of surround them and do a little bit more damage. But over here, we are doing a little bit worse, where the enemy has done quite a bit of damage to several of our units. These two have actually moved back as they were being attacked by these two units of Dwarf Warriors, and I decided to move them back so we could once again recharge them into the sides. We've also got this one unit of Crypt Horrors that is starting to wait. This unit of Crypt Horrors, I actually moved it back already. Yeah, see, it's dropped very, very much. It actually came close to losing its leadership and becoming debilitated, so we definitely have to be careful here. But once again, these ghoul fights versus the Dwarf Warriors are fun. Same with the Tomb Guard fights, really. Because these are the fights that actually last a long time, and that's always enjoyable. Reminds me, it's what I like about the historical titles, and one of the things I don't like as much about Total Warhammer, even though it's basically my favorite game, and I love it a lot. But yeah, the fact that even with the mod, the fights generally are over really, really quickly because units just get super elite and then just obliterate each other in the mid to late game makes it a little bit less fun because you don't get to watch as much. But these fights, yeah, like you got an actual army and you got stuff fighting for quite a while, right? And let's see how we're looking over here. Oh, and it looks like Belegar has finally lost. The Crypt Horrors were helping him out. Or by him, I mean Walkoff, but it looks like Walkoff actually won that. Let's see about the death animation. I don't think Belegar has anything special. Oh! And in fact, Walkoff's walking away. Somebody else is going to have to take care of him. Will the Crypt Horrors do it? I didn't let him escape, did I? I swear somebody kills him. Belegar? Now you're going to walk through this giant pile of ghouls. Okay, good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. Well, somebody's going to bring him down eventually. Smack him, Crypt Horror. Please? Crypt Horrors? What are you doing, guys? He's just walking through all this. Well, regardless, I'm sure he'll get killed. And ooh, look at the Crypt Horrors using their mass to push through this giant pile of doors, who are obviously resistant because of their mass. Let's check out what's going on the rest of the battlefield, shall we? The first line has crumbled, but the second line, the line that was following our Sepulchral Stalkers, has pushed on through, and that's what we're looking at right here. Belegar has fallen, but these reinforcements have come in and created a new central flank, as it were, or that doesn't make sense. A new center of the force, I suppose. Now over here, we are leaving most of our hurt units to try to chase off as many of the enemy units as possible. A, for them to not come back, but B, more importantly, so that next battle we don't have to fight them again. Over here, we have sent our Sepulchral Stalkers around to try to kill the Bugman's Rangers and other ranged units, Quarrelers, etc. And I think that's going pretty well. I mean, they may not be so great at fighting actual fighty units, but they're pretty decent at fighting irregular units. Over here, and I believe this battle's actually just about over. I mean, there's not really much to see. Once the center over here crumbles, this is just about over. And here we go. Here we go. Belegar's still alive, but these dwarves will rout any second now, I'm sure. There we go. Some are moving back. Belegar, did he just smack somebody? Did he just come back? No, he didn't. He's still there. Come on, ghouls. Can you take him out? Oh, there we go. Belegar himself goes down to a horde of regular ghouls. Walkoff was adding insult to injury. Didn't even bother fighting him himself, and it looks like this battle is just about over. It looks like we're actually getting some lag here. I didn't actually stop the battle, but all the units seem to have stopped. Not entirely sure why. But there we go, it's back to normal. We don't have to watch him get chased down. I think it looks like the charge of the Sepulchral Stalkers into the back lines actually finished up the enemy morale. We've taken no damage, and, well, no damage. I mean, some of our units were already hurt, and then they got quite a bit damaged, but we haven't lost any units, which is what I was looking for by trying to get all those units that were hurt moving away from the battle lines and replacing them with other units. One of the greater things, I suppose, about this army, other than its mobility and poison and all that, is the fact that the ghouls are pretty fast, the Crypt Horrors are pretty fast, and the Sepulchral Stalkers are pretty fast, even though they're infantry, so they can, if they survive and don't start crumbling, back out of the main line and then, you know, circle round and then flank and continue adding stuff and recover and such. Anyway, close victory. That's fair enough, considering a lot of our units got hurt, especially on the leftmost flank, but let's see just how he did exactly. Ooh, and there we go, another nice win for Walkoff. Some nice duels out there, and yes, the auto-resolve was in our favor, but it still wasn't all that easy of a battle just because of the discrepancy in the stats between their units and ours. Our units, of course, took quite a bit of a beating with regards to the regular Crypt Ghouls themselves, so yeah, completely unsurprising. And Walkoff obviously took quite a bit of a beating himself, but hey, he still managed to come out on top. The enemy armies are somewhat but alive. But they're not happy about any of this. Alrighty, let's bind souls to try to heal up as much as possible, because we do want to be able to use him next turn as well. Really wish that ambush hadn't fallen. And hello, what do we have here? Arkhan just got himself an underway interception. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating, because we are in a march stance. So Grumbrindel's going to be a very dangerous foe to fight, and our forces are going to be very much disadvantaged. But it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, the last battle was a cinematic battle, so unfortunately I am going to have to make a cut here to comment over that as per usual, so let's do that, and then we'll fight this one. Maybe this one doesn't necessarily need to be a cinematic battle, just because I think, since this is an underway interception, I feel like the vast majority of the enemy are just going to get wrecked by our caskets, and then even if they don't, they're going to get tied up by zombies. But I guess we'll see how the battle looks before we make a final decision on that. So anyway, here comes the cut. Alrighty, there it is, and here we go. I don't expect this to be too crazy difficult, but it is an interception, and we do need to take advantage of it. Let's make sure that our caskets of souls reap a hell of a tally. Let's see, what's the range on these guys? Oh, they don't actually reach the enemy lines. Damn, this is actually a fairly long map. Now, alright, we'll actually have to physically move forward. Go figure. Alrighty, well, let's set up as we usually do. So, center a line, you guys are going to hold. We are actually going to intersperse the Karen rates among you instead of what I usually do. Maybe actually move them back a little bit so that they're not on top of these forces yet, just because I think that maybe they will... the enemy artillery are going to reap a fairly hefty tally here. Okay, Arkhan's obviously going to move forward, and I guess Lich Priest, you can hang back. You guys, stay in the back lines. You can be part of group 2, I suppose. Yes, everywhere is death, I know. You guys are going to wait. You're going to try to move around the flanks, but I don't know whether you're going to be able to, so we'll find out. And then you can wait and attack with Arkhan if you need to. Alright, start the battle. Will they move forward, or will they stay where they are? They will move forward themselves. Oh, that is just dumb, AI. That is very, very dumb. Alrighty, well. Animus indeed. Let's move you forward, Arkhan. Let's start summoning zombies, shall we? Let's start off with a nice Tomb Blade of Arkhan summon. A little bit early, but we might as well start building up our forces here. And I do want to speed it up a little bit, because it's going to take a while. There we go. I would like to use a Staff of Nagash to summon another, because these guys don't disintegrate right away, especially as we do actually have mana. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll do another summon here. Yeah, they're gonna do damage to these guys, that's fine. This is what we wanted. There we go. Good luck to the enemy. Oh, look at the damage on those Longbeards right away. Alright, another summoning, ready to go. And Arkhan, you can use your Staff of Nagash now. Wait, that only... oh, you don't have the scroll anymore. It's only by 30... Damn. Okay. I was thinking reset the cooldown of the Tomb Blade of Arkhan, but that's not what this does. I forgot about that. Oh, well. That's fine. That's fine. Summon some more zombies. As long as we have the mana and we have plenty in reserve, we should be just fine here. Alrighty, now the problem is going to be to take out these guys, I guess. That's okay. They're only targeting zombies for now. Even if they target Arkhan, it's not going to be a big deal. Summon another set of zombies, keep firing, and oh, what the hell was that? What are you doing, guys? That was pathetic. What the hell are you doing? Did they really do that? Ugh, disgusting. Alright, toggle guard mode. And the enemy is approaching. We might need to move our main force a little bit more forward. You guys go over here. Let's summon another set of zombies. I suppose we could create a second line behind these guys. How are we doing out here? Yeah, this is why I said this doesn't probably really need to be a cinematic battle, just because our caskets are really quite disgusting, aren't they? In a good way. I always mean that in a good way. Alright, how we doing? How we doing? Targets are looking pretty good. The elite most units are dropping quickly. And let's keep doing this. Keep on summoning Arkhan. Wait, is this stuck at 100? Why is it stuck? Recharge blocked. Why is it blocked? Does he have to be in melee for it to recharge? Engaged in melee. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Arkhan, and you, Sphinx of Usek, go charge their lord. Grimbrindle, okay, you know what, maybe you two wait a few what the hell? I didn't tell you to fire on that. Who said... Why would you fire on Grimbrindle? Are you insane? What the hell are you guys doing? That was really strange. I don't ever recall telling it to attack Grimbrindle. Okay, well, whatever. And, alright, let's summon another set of zombies. And I guess we could send our main force forward. You know what, let's have you two move around the side and go kill the enemy artillery. Yeah, you can probably break through these dwarf warriors, and you two can do the same thing. Go here. And group 2, let's engage in melee, let's attack. Proper attack now. Oh, Sphinx of Usek, go fight Grimbrindle. And we'll summon another set of... Ooh, wait. Have the zombies go forward as well. Like so. Usek charging in. Can you Red Fury the Sphinx? Yes, indeed you can. And let's get to it. Arkhan, buff everybody up, and let's summon another set of zombies right here. You guys, stop firing now. You kill this, you kill this. And, oh, did you guys stop? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go kill their arty. Alright, yeah, this battle's almost over, essentially, already. What do we have? Okay, we can pop another Staff and Nagash. We can also summon some more zombies. How are we doing in terms of HP? Grimbrindle's doing some decent damage to the Sphinx, unsurprisingly. But this army should be just about dead. Alrighty, how are we doing out here? Well, Grimbrindle's gonna be tough to bring down. He's a tough old boy. Let's do this, and you know what, let's reanimate, I guess, while we're here. Where's our mage? You. I want you to get a protective buff right here, and I guess we could summon... these guys right here. Help out with Grimbrindle a little bit. Who do we have out here? A Thane, who's getting absolutely destroyed. Hey, is there an artillery still firing? What's going on here? Don't do that. Look at our Hex Wraiths just reaping a hell of a toll. Ooh, wow, you guys took a bit of damage there, didn't you? Let's heal you up. I don't know that, I don't know that you're gonna take that much damage. Go kill those Slayers. Go kill those Slayers and stuff, hey. This Thane seems to have gone, and Grimbrindle's about to be dead as well. And so are the Slayers, and we've taken fairly minimal damage. Alright, you guys come back, help out with that, and let's watch this battle end. Got more zombies coming in, and these guys should be dead in a second. The rest of the zombies aren't even firing. Firing? I meant fighting, not firing. I cannot see where Oh, there he is. There he is. I don't know why the Sphinx stopped. Oh, did I not tell him to? No, he's not in guard mode anymore. Can't actually see what's going on, but he's very, very close to dead. Red Fury, I suppose, and just buff everybody up. Somebody will get him eventually. The rest of the army is done. I believe Grimbrindle is unbreakable, so we just have to wait until he dies for good. While we do, we heal up you, and that should be it. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, as I said, this is in March stance, and we still barely took any damage. We probably could have even reduced the damage we took if we were a little bit more careful, like you. What's actually hurting you so much? Oh, it's these Slayers. Okay, you know what, just move out of here. Move out of here, just let the melee units take care of the Slayers. Do that, do that. And then we'll have you and you go here together. And then you, my friend, are gonna heal them both. Right now. Perfect. Alright, that should even it out, and let's end the battle by speeding up and going through it. Slayers are just about done. There we are. There's the victory. These guys are basically full HP. All the units seem to have revived, or at least most of the units seem to have revived. Decisive victory. A lot easier with Arkhan's disgustingly powerful army than it was before with the Wakov's army. With the Ghoul army, whatever. Alright, we still got a fairly decent amount of kills on our artillery. Certainly softened up the enemy targets as they moved in, which is the goal. But I am impressed that the enemy were actually able to breach our line. Well, not so much breach our lines, reach our lines. Definitely not breach. But the Hex Wraiths did more damage just chasing down, getting those extra charges in. And I think for once I want to go Endless March to try to get a Arkhan, rather, moving in fast. Almost slipped up there. A Markin would have a much easier time here. Alright, let's see. Anybody else gonna do anything? Blood Axe Tribe. Oh, it's annoying that we're at war with them now because they could attack us, because I feel like there was one of their walk-off ambush fold. Yeah, what is this? Oh, that's Vashinar's Conquest is in our territory. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Other Trickster's Shard rather is nice. Assault Garrison failure. Defeated Belgar Ironhammer. Intercept battle. Okay, fair enough. Wow, okay. Lots of stuff. I don't know what to do about you. Can we not aggress with you? There we go. Yeah, I don't want him to attack the middle of our territories, but yeah, we gain nothing from having you do anything. In fact, would you be willing to join us against, say, Reichland? Low. What if we give you money? Like, a lot of money. No? What do you want? What does this faction want? I don't know. I'm gonna just give it a little... No. We're just gonna give it a small gift. Ooh. You guys... Yeah, just give it a medium gift. There we go. Anyway, this is not something that we really need to take care of right now. I mean, it's a cool army. It's just that we have a lot of other stuff on our radar to deal with. Anyway, obviously we're out of time, and for some reason it looks like my computer's lagging a little bit. So I am going to call this episode here. Next time it looks like we'll take Karazakarak, or maybe Siege Karazakarak. No, I'll think about it. Maybe Lamazash can take it by himself, I'm not entirely sure. It's a pretty strong garrison. It depends. It really depends. But otherwise, we have a lot of troops, and we are going to start moving them in, and should be wrapping up the dwarfs fairly soon. How many territories do they have left? They have exactly 16. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow, they have another 8 territories in this area. Okay, well, we should be able to enfold this area very quickly and then push outwards to here. I doubt that the Empire will ever peace out with us, but we will need to send somebody out here to deal with this. Probably Arkhan himself. He's pretty far, but he'll need to book it up there. Why Arkhan himself? It's just that if he's going to move through Empire territory, he's probably going to be the safest out of all of our armies. The others... and don't stand nearly as much of a chance being able to do that. But hey, that's a problem for next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback in regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and or a comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.